Alright, so I just got done recording my video about the M4 MacBook Pro and some of the things that really I liked and that made a difference to me, not just shooting out specs. So if you haven't watched that video, definitely click here or click in the description, wherever that's going to be. But right now, I'm going to talk about whether I chose to, I'm going to keep this or I'm just going to rock out with my trusty, dusty, handy M1 Max MacBook Pro. Which I don't even know why I'm talking like that. That's just YouTuber stuff. You already seen the title. I'm sticking with my soldier. Okay, my M1 Max is my baby. It has not done me wrong yet, and I'm gonna stick with it. And I'm gonna tell you exactly why. Number one, I mean, this could have been a simple thing just with buying it, but the size. This right here is actually a 14-inch, and my M1 Max, which again, it's all docked up to my monitor right here. That is a 16-inch. You know, I wanted to try a 14-inch because I came from a 14-inch MacBook. I had the M1 Pro, and then I upgraded to the M1 Max. So the M1 Pro was originally just a 14-inch, and I love that, and it's cool. So when I had this and I was using it, it felt a bit nostalgic. It felt more comfortable in some situations, but for the most part, like, I'm just not sacrificing that extra size and screen real estate I get with that 16-inch. Again, I break that down. I get way more in depth about the comparison. I do a side by side. I talk about things that no one else really talked about online. And I think you should watch that to get some more detail on it. But number one is just the size. Number two, the M4 chip. Now, I will say this. It was enough for me to notice, right? Like other ones, I didn't really notice because, you know, my M1 Max, it didn't really choke up. It didn't really slow down. Nothing happened to where I needed to make that upgrade. And I was like, okay, yeah. This is clearly doing what this one can't because, you know, it pretty much handled everything just fine. But more recently, I guess, kind of getting into like my video work and whatnot, I try to do some more graphic intensive and graphic heavy things to where I am starting to see some slowdown in my M1 Max. But it's still not enough to where it's like slowing my workflow down with the M1 Max. It'll just be certain occasions, and I can find my little workarounds, or I'm patient enough to just do it. It's not becoming an inconvenience quite yet. Therefore, I think this extra manpower is not quite necessary, not quite yet, and it's not that much faster. You know, my videos might render out a little bit faster with this joint, but it's not to the point where it's like, yo, this joint just saved me like an hour of time in just straight rendering. So, not quite yet, not quite yet. A third thing, again, I know I'm getting nitpicky, right? Hold on, my screensaver just went on. I know I'm getting nitpicky, right? But again, this is my device, rightfully so. This is what I'm using every single day, day in and day out. I'm using it for leisure. I'm using it for entertainment. I'm using it for all types of work, you know, for corporate work, as well as all these different YouTube channels that I manage. That being said, like, I want it to be something that I just is visually appealing to me and something that I really like. The fact that this doesn't come in space gray, y'all don't know how much that just irks me. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the space black. I think it looks honestly really good. But like the space gray is just like the default, right? Like that's just the Mac. It's just like the signature of the Mac. You know what I mean? So I know some people are some silver heads and they're like, oh, just get silver, right? So silver is like the same thing. To me, I'm a space gray guy through and through. I think this looks cool though. Like, I honestly don't mind this. I would definitely get this before silver, but I just prefer a space gray, right? I definitely just prefer a space gray. Next, storage. This right here only had 512 gigabytes of storage, but my M1 Max has 8 terabytes of storage. Yeah. Don't grill me in the comments. I understand that's a lot. That's overkill. That's way too much. But having that headroom just makes me sleep so well at night. Y'all don't understand. Sometimes I need to move files and transfer them. Not keeping them on my laptop forever, but sometimes I just need to hold them there for a second. Someone comes with an SD, boom, I'll drop it, whatever. Having that just gives you so much flexibility, and I freaking love it. If you want to see a whole video of that, you know, I got that up here in the description as well. Check that out. I'll have all the links and all that laid out. But 8 terabytes is like, I became very comfortable with that to the point where I think I might need like a minimum of 4. I sound crazy, I know, but once again, that's just me. This is why you watch, to get someone's perspective that you're not getting with all these other little sponsored videos, right? Anyways, yeah, this right here, I could have got this in 8 terabytes, right? But even if I would have got the lowest M1 or M4 Pro with 8 terabytes, it would have costed me, hold on, give me a second, I'm pulling it up right here on the computer, hold up. Yeah, I forgot you can't get this thing with the basic M4 Pro chip, you have to get it with the M4 Max. So once you do that and you upgrade it to 8 terabytes, everything else on the lowest you can get, it comes out to $5,400. I just, you know, for me to get what I want to get, I'm really not trying to spend that kind of money when I could just keep it right here how I got it. That being said, yeah, I chose not to upgrade. I chose to stick to my M1 Max. This thing is still doing everything I needed to do. And I always said it. I said this even like around beginning of the M3 drops. I was like, I'll probably upgrade at M5. I said the M5 chip is probably where I'll upgrade, but maybe even hold off to the M6. So that being said, there are some things I like about this that I do like better than my M1 Max chip though. And if you want to hear what those are, click on this video right here. I'll tell you all about them because they're quite interesting. And honestly, Apple, I'm quite impressed. Appreciate y'all for watching. I'm out.